Hello and welcome. Now we are back with another episode of Muso Monday. I am your host Mika Kara Zor-El, and with us we have the official Muso Monday mascot as usual. She's the only person that actually laughed during Shakespeare's version of the Divine Comedy, and she knows every single episode of every single season of the L Word. She is the one, the only Sankyu-san. We have a giveaway today, so we will get that started right now. It is for a little game called Just Under Internship is Heck. It is a little game that should work for basically everyone. It is published by Team 17, one of my favorite German publisher. We are here today to play Warriors Orochi 4 Ultimate Post Ending. And I've been grinding all day to make sure that our ladies that have been dubbed the Secular Freedom Force, ladies that are able to punch literal gods in the face to death. Yeah, we will be going through the story of Odin trying to kill the whole fucking planet or universe with the power of Yggdrasil. Once again, an evil tree wants to take over the world. Where have we seen that plot before? If you've been here watching Final Fantasy, you might be familiar with that, because Final Fantasy V has an evil villain called Xdeath who does try that exact same thing. The only difference is that Xdeath is the tree. We also talked about how Cao Cao, the supervillain Darth Vader of Romance of the Three Kingdoms, met his end at the hands of an angry pear tree that got pissed off with him when he tried to cut it down with his amazing magical sword. Yeah, evil trees and Japanese video games. That is not the theme for today, though. One of the villains that I came across for the first time today, as I was grinding, trying to get the Purple Empress ultimate weapon, was Hundun, the god of chaos. He does, apparently, looking at the design of this character, he does not actually look like what he's supposed to look like, because the whole thing about Hundun is that he does not have a face, whereas the version of him in this game clearly has both eyes, a nose, and a mouth, and what is that? Ears? Horns? I'm not sure. There is a mythology surrounding Hundun, where he actually gets a face. But in the end of that story, now that I've studied up on this guy, getting a face is actually what kills him, because he stops being Hundun. He stops being the formless original mass, and he gets a face, and that does him in. It doesn't help that the emperors, called Quick and Fast, use the drills to give him a face. Kind of a messed up thing to do, but that's what they wanted to do, and they thought they were doing him a favor, because they were like, oh my god, Hundun, why don't you have a face? Let us fix that for you. Let us get our drills. We'll give you a face. So here's 2 holes for the eyeballs, here's 2 holes for the nose, here's 2 holes for your ears, and here's 1 for your mouth, and he's dead. Damn. Apparently, this Taoist tale is a commentary on humanity's obsession with converting everything we see around us to an image that fits with our liking. Also, now that I think about it, it's typical Chinese mythology to leave it to humans to fucking kill a god by accident. Which reminds me, this is actually exactly the thing that happened when I was trying to get Zhen Yi's weapon. What happened was, in order to get the ultimate weapon for your character, you have to go to a Pandemonium stage, or the Pandemonium version of a stage. And the Pandemonium version of a stage has Hundun chasing you down. And Hundun is, again, the god of fucking destruction. So when he catches you, he will fucking murder you. And that is what I expected to happen. But he went up against Lady Naw, who had been promoted and was a heavily overpowered level 80 character. So things were going south. I was actually on my way to not getting the requirements, the goals done to get the ultimate weapon. But there's a way to cheat the system by exploiting the fact that you can die and go back to a checkpoint where you were still on track to get the ultimate weapon. So I actually turned around, chased Hundun down, stared him down, and asked him to fucking kill me. He was busy doing something else, because it's a creature of chaos after all. You can't expect him to have eyes in his neck, especially considering, you know, he doesn't have eyes, or is not supposed to have. So I had to, you know, inspire him a little by hitting him in the back of the head. That made him pretty mad, so he turned around and he started attacking Naw, which is what I wanted. And he gave her a couple of swipes, and for some reason, her defense was so absurdly high, she actually took several hits right in the face and didn't die. Instead, what happened was her automatic counter, which is random, by the way, activated. She countered and fucking killed him. So I had to chase down another random officer to have them finish the job so I could finally go back to the checkpoint, because the God of Destruction on the highest difficulty was not enough. He couldn't get the job done. She was just standing there. He hit her in the face. She did her automatic counter, the random one, and fucking killed him.